Okay, for this defensive video, we're looking at the 2-1-2 press or the 2-12 press for the code name. Okay, so the 2-12 press is pretty much the same as the 2-1-2 or the 2-12 high. The only difference is that instead of the two guards playing behind the half court line, they're playing a full court press, right? They're playing as soon as the ball is inbounded, they're right there to kind of control the pace of the game. Okay, so I'll quickly go over this. All right, okay, let's start over. So as you can see, it's set up. You have the three offensive, the 3, 4, 5, right? That's back here. The three defenders are back there with them. The two guards are over here waiting for the inbound. So as soon as the ball is inbounded, the only difference, again, is that we want to dictate the pace of where the ball handler is going to go, right? So he gets the ball, and just like the 2-1-2 high defense, we want to dictate where the ball handler is going to go, right? Preferably, we want them to go to this corner or this corner over here, right? If they go straight in the middle, it's more likely that the trap won't work because obviously they'll have more space to roam and get out of the trap. But if we can trap them at this corner or this corner, that's more ideal. So as that one goes, that one will follow, and then again, as the defenders are playing, you want to play in a position where you don't want to give him the edge to go to his right, right? For instance, if this one we want to trap him to the left, the defender here will have to play kind of at an angle where you're leading them to go to the left, right? So that he goes to the left there, so that you can follow him, and then you can trap him right there. And then as soon as that's trapped, then it goes back to the same as a 2-1-2 or the 2-12 high defense. As soon as the second guard sees that trap, he's going to come right in to close out the side. The first guard is closing out the front, so you got him trapped in this box here. Okay, so he's trapped, and then the same thing applies. The center moves up to be the safety. Uh, the corner four moves in to play the center, and then you wait for that cross path to get that steal. Okay, and then again, the same thing applies. If that fails, then everybody drops back to the 2-3 defense. Okay, now I'll play one quick time in full. So replay. Okay, inbound. The guard runs up. The defender follows him. The ball taker goes up, and the defender leads him to the corner and traps him at the corner there, and then the two guard traps him. The center comes up for the steal, and then the four place gets into the center, and then you get that pass and the steal and the layup. Okay, if the trap fails, everybody drops back to the 2-3 position to play defense. The other thing I want to note too is that when you're playing defense, defenders should never play below the 3-point line, right? You should always play in front, outside of the 3-point line. That should never see you inside here. The reason why is if you play inside, if he's a good 3-point shooter, he can play right here and shoot the ball from it right here, right? If you're playing too low, that's an easy three for them. That's why you always want to play outside of the 3-point line. So if they're taking the three. If they want to take the three, they're taking it from way back here, and that's obviously a lot harder shot, right? Than them taking it from right here. So always play outside of the 3-point line, the two guards out here. And that's one important thing to know. Okay, thank you. All right, for this defensive video, we're looking at the 2-3 double team. And for this, I'm going to show you how we can double team if the ball gets passed down to the low post. and then how you can switch back and cover each other's position so that the other team doesn't either beat us on the inside or pass it out back out for easy three. Okay. So again, this is the 2-3 zone double team 23, a double team defense. Out. Okay. So basically, let's say that we're doing the 212 high press defense, and the defender gets past the trap, and now we're set up as the 2-3 zone defense, right? So this is the ball handler, and then this is our defense. The red X marks us. So the ball handler is going to pass the ball into the center. Let's say they have a pretty good center. Who's been kind of beating on guys down low, so they feel confident throwing the ball into the paint. Um, so if he throws the ball into the paint, right? So as soon as he does that, and if uh, this guy over here, depending on which side they're at, right? If he's right in the middle, then it's going to be these two are either going to have to kind of decide where you know who's going to run into double team. Most likely, it's going to be the side where the ball is. Where the other two guard is at. So let's say if this two guard is out here, then he would go. If he's over here, then he would go. Right. So depending on which side he's at. So as soon as the ball is passed into the paint, the circle means that the five has the ball. Then the forward over here, the three forward, is going to come in to double team, right? So as soon as he comes into double team, then obviously this guy over here is open, right? So that's the cue for this guy here to know that, hey, most likely the center is not going to pass the ball back out here because this guy here is already covered by you. Most likely he's going to see that this guy is running in, and he's going to pass the ball out, right? So in a way, you're kind of like spying and kind of playing free safety at the same time. So as soon as you see this, your guy run into double team, uh, and this guy doesn't have a position inside out because it's being double teamed, he's going to look to pass the ball out. That should give you the cue to kind of play safety right here and wait for the pass, right? So if you can intercept the pass or steal the pass when he passes it, that's even better. But the point is just for you to switch to cover this guy right here so he doesn't get a free 3-point shot, right? So you see him come in, he passes out, you run and guard that guy, right? And then as soon as this guy sees that, okay, he passed the ball to the corner, that guy left and got the guy that you left. So now this guy's job is to get out of the double team and go cover this guy over here, right? So that this guy doesn't pass the ball back out here for a wide open three up here. Okay. So that's basically how you do, a 2-3 zone double team if they pass it to the inside. So I'm going to play this back really quick so you can see how it goes. Pass it in. Defense. He's going to pass it out. That one sees the pass, goes in to cover, and then the three spot comes out to cover the outside spot. Okay, so that's how you do a double team for a 2-3 zone. Okay, for this defensive video here, we'll be looking at a 1-3-1 full court press. So the code word for that will be 131 full court press. Okay. All right. So to set up for a 131 full court press, you're going to have the inbounder here, and then you're going to most likely have the point guard trying to get the ball, and then you have the third, fourth, or fifth players, right? Usually the bigger guy is always running down the court already, and then you have the two forwards that are kind of either running down the court or they're like around half court, trying to help out with the inbound pass. All right, so depending if they're playing up high or even if they're down here trying to get the ball, we're playing three, we're kind of playing man, right? So each person gets a man. We have one of the guy trying to block the inbound pass, and then we have a guy right here who's playing like the safety, where like so that there's no easy pass where they can just throw it down the court for an easy layup. So this guy here is important because he's making sure that nobody can get behind him, right, for an easy layup. Otherwise, the full court press won't work. Uh, so this guy here, what he's doing, he's jumping up and down, trying to get in this guy's passing view, making the pass harder. Maybe he can force a 5-second turnover if they don't get the inbound pass. But let's say that the point guard is running around, he's able to get the pass in. So what happens is that as soon as the pass is passed in, this guy here doesn't worry about this guy, right? So as soon as the passes goes in, this guy here goes in for the double team, right? So that guy runs out, but as soon as the ball goes in, this guy's going to go double team him now, right? So as soon as this is double team, this guy here sees that, okay, you got a guy here right here that's wide open. Most likely he's going to try to pass the ball back to this guy here. He's not going to try to pass it up here or up here because it's a further pass. And obviously, you already have two defenders here looking for that pass, right? So this guy here has to play smart and most likely knowing that, okay, he's trapped right now. He's going to pass it to the guy that's open, right? That's running open. So I'm gonna kind of be sneaky and come down and wait for the either intercept the pass and then you can get an easy layup, steal and go for a layup, or you're gonna at least stop the pass down here, right? So let's say he comes down, and then once he comes down, if this guy here sees that, okay, his back is turns towards this guy, right? So most likely, if he's facing this way, his eyes are facing this way and his back is towards number 3, he's not going to pass the ball back this way, right? So this guy has to be smart and look at what's going on and say, okay, now he's facing this way. He's got 2 guys over here to pass the ball to. They're trapping him. He's either going to pass it to number 2 or to number 4. So he's got to be smart enough to leave his pass and come and guard that guy, right? And then as soon as number 5 sees that, right? So he's got this guy that's way over here. And as soon as he sees that, okay, I got that. I'm going to come up a little bit so that, this guy here, he's trapped all the way down here. There's no way he's going to be able to, now, there's no way he's going to be able to make this pass all the way down the court, right? So he's going to come down here to kind of play, to play a spy again in case this guy somehow turns around and passes it to number 3. So this guy can get the steal, right? So he comes up. And then this guy sees that, wait, there's nobody else to throw it to. Somehow he gets the pass to number 2. Let's say he gets the pass to number 2, and he gets that pass. So wherever the ball goes to, this guy, the inbounding guy, is the double team guy, right? He's going to follow the ball wherever that ball goes. Everybody else stay where they're at, right? Only this guy is the one that's allowed to double team. So if the ball goes, this guy don't go. We don't need 3 guys on one ball, right? So we need 2 guys on the ball only. So if he passes over here, this guy here goes, this guy here stops him. Right? And then he stops him from going. And then this guy here, like I said, his job is to follow this guy so that he doesn't get an easy throw into this guy. So most likely what we would want to cause is either a turnover, a steal, or an 8-second runoff, right? Like if they don't get the ball past the half court, right? I believe it's 8 seconds, then it's a turnover too. So that's how you would play a full court 131 full court press. And I'm going to play this quickly again so you can see it in full time. Okay, so let's see. Pass it in. He goes out. He leaves his player to go double team. That player comes in to defend. The other player sees that the floor is open. He goes in. The top players come up to play his 5. He's able to pass it, double team again, and trap him there. Okay, and then that player follows him so that he doesn't get an easy pass. All right, thank you.